Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Warhammer 2v2 battle. I am bringing the forces of chaos with my ally, the Vampire Counts, and we're facing off against the Dwarves and the Empire. So for my army here, we have a front line of 3 Chaos Marauders with an Aspiring Champion, a back line of 4 Chaos Warriors with Great Weapons, which I think is one of the best tools that Chaos has. I think Chaos Warriors with Great Weapons is like the best Chaos Warrior out of the 3 too. They're really good. And then we also have Sartorial, the Everwatcher, aka Big Bird, bringing 3 different spells. What I think is one of the best spells in the metal lore, which is this Plague of Rust. We also have the Transmutation of Lead and Metal. I'm sorry, not Metal Shifting. The Searing Doom, just for some AOE damage. So Big Bird, I think, is just such a good legendary lore in this game. So very good. I love bringing him. We also brought 3 Marauder Horse Masters, because I do like the team up of the Horse Masters with the Sartorial because of his armor debuffing spell and then their sniping potential. And then I also have 2 Chaos Knights. I like the Chaos Knights version more than the normal or the Lance version because they have a higher melee defense. They are allowed to stay in combat a little bit longer before just getting pummeled, unlike the Lance version. So I really like bringing them. For my ally, we have 3 Cannon Race being led by a Banshee. Behind them, we have 4 Graveguard, including one with great weapons back here. We have Vlad von Karstein, a Black Coach, and 2 White Kings. Black Coach is currently being sniped out by a Hammer of the Witches. The Dwarves and the Empire have made a combined defense here next to the tree line. So in the front, we have 4 Swordsmen, including the Sigmar Sons. We have the Tattersouls. We have Grombrindle the White Dwarf leading 5 groups of Dwarf Warriors. Actually, I think 6. I think there's another one back here. No, those are Longbeard, sorry. 1 Longbeard, 5 Dwarf Warriors up here with Grombrindle. We also have a General of the Empire. We have the Scolder Guard, a normal group of Iron Drakes right over here. Kind of spread all over the place. We have 2 Thunderers, and then on top of that, we also have 3 Handgunners being protected by 2 Great Swords. Off here into the side, we have a Peak Gate Guard, the Goblobber, if I didn't already mention that. And then we also have a group of Demigryph Knights, the Royal Altdorf kind, and then, of course, that Longbeard. I think I got everything covered. I hate when the enemies kind of mix their defenses up, because then, I like to cover one faction and the other faction, but when it's mixed up like this, it's whatever. Oh, also a Bright Wizard. Sorry, there we go. We have a Bright Wizard with Fireball and that Flaming Sword of Ruin, something like that, whatever that thing's called. It's a buff spell. Adds magical and fire attacks, as well as increasing weapon damage, I believe. So right here, I was trying to scout the forest a little bit with my Marauder Horse Masters to see if we could find the Royal Altdorf Gryphites. I assumed they were in the battle. I'm not going to see them for a little bit, but they are hiding back there. I do not really want to commit my Cav forces in the forest, so I am going to pull them out. The Horse Masters are going to go around behind my ally, who's kind of engaging a little bit ahead of me. The Banshee getting fireballed by the Bright Wizard. Taking a lot of damage because she doesn't have that many hit points and she doesn't have any magic resistance, so she took a lot of damage from the fireball. I'm going to, again, get my Horse Masters up here when I see these Peak Gate Guard, because they are going to be my first target. The rest of my infantry, I'm going to break up into 2 groups. You have the Chaos Warrior group is going to be the main line right here, and I'm going to try and sneak my Chaos Marauders with the Aspiring Champions around, because the edge of the map is all the way up here, so I'm going to try and do this, because I don't want to fight the Dwarf Warriors with my Chaos Marauders. I'd rather just have them go like this into the squishy middle bits. So again, my ally is going to be in combat here a little ahead of me. The Cannon Race are kind of getting targeted out by Grombrindle, and the Dwarf Warriors are getting shot at by all of these Handgunners, and I think may get some Iron Drake shots here. They're also getting attacked by the Goblobber and the Hammer of the Witches, which is setting back right here, which is still sniping the Black Coach, which is still way back here. I'm going to pull my Chaos Knights all the way over to this side, because this is where all of the Gunners are, and I want to try to do a flank with them. So there we go. We have our first debuff there. The Plague of Rust upgraded, so minus 60 armor. You can see they only have 35, and I take that as a time to start hitting them with my Marauder Horse Masters. Because again, that is the combo. Marauder Horse Masters to snipe down low armored units caused by the Plague of Rust. And they are going to do some decent damage there. And again, you can see here my Chaos Marauders, which are pretty fast for melee infantry, really. They are going to successfully move into the back line of the forest here. You can see my enemy has put a Dwarf Warrior group here, but there's still a lot of squishy bits right here, and they have devoted a lot of their frontline forces to stop my Vampire Count ally, who's also still bringing some Graveguard, more Graveguard going over here with the White Kings, but they are kind of being singled out by the entire Empire force over there, because I was still getting in position. I was, further away from the enemy than my ally was. But luckily, I am getting this sneaky move over here, and this is where we're going to actually see the Royal Altdorf Gryphites. I'm going to ignore them for as long as I can, and we're going to try and come down the hill with the Chaos Marauders and the Aspiring Champions. I'm going to throw Big Bird right into these Thunderers to shut them up, and he's not really going to take much damage from Thunderers, even in melee. So that's a pretty safe move right there. I think I cast another Hex on the Peak Gate Guard here soon. Yeah, I think this is it right now. Yep, another Plague of Rust, just a normal version this time, so dropping their armor to 65, and I'm continually focusing down with your Marauder Horse Masters. Right here, I'm going to be moving the Chaos Knights up and around soon-ish. I was too busy microing my main army, breaking them up into 2 groups of 2. You can see Demigryph Knights starting to make their move down the hill. My Chaos Warriors, again, are just going to be slamming into the side of the Dwarf player, while the Chaos Marauders, again, are just kind of going around. And I want to try and totally encircle them with everything we have and make sure that their gunners and their cannons have nowhere to run. Right here you can see the Great Swords are going to try and intercept my Chaos Knights. That's okay. Also you can see that the Thunderer Fire isn't doing that much because it's shooting their shielded side, so they're actually blocking a lot of damage from there. We're going to do a quick charge to the Thunderers, and my other Knight is going to come around here to try and threaten these 3 handgunners, who's protected by these Tatter Souls. You see Bright Wizard was withdrawing, and you can see they're just trying to get the hell out of here, but my Chaos Forces are right on their heels. This Demigryph Knight is going to try and intercept my Chaos Knight as well. I assume that would happen, and it's going to happen. Right now we're trying to take out the Hammer of the Witches. Big Bird is taking out the Skolder Guard with some Dwarf Warriors being backed up by his Chaos Warriors. The Flash is going to come in here and try and hold up our forces as much as they can, but I'm just going to run around them and go right into the handgunners. At the same time, we're charging into the backs with the Chaos Knights. These Chaos Knights are trying to disengage from these Great Swords. There goes just one of my Searing Doom spells because I thought it was a nice little pocket of resistance there. PK Guard has almost been focused down by the Marauder Horse Masters, who are next going to be moving on to, I think, Halberds. I think is what they shoot at next, just because I wasn't microing them at this time. Here come the Demigryph Knights. They're going to be charging right into my Chaos Knights, so I'm going to be hexing them with the upgraded debuff from Sartorial here in just a moment. And then I'm going to pull back these Chaos Warriors to assist against the Demigryph Knights, also the Chaos Marauders, because right now they only have 65 armor, so even Marauders, as long as they get some hits in, are going to do some decent damage to them. And you can see I'm just continually moving my forces, trying to make sure that they're not bunching up as much as possible and getting them in between, you know, openings to get them into the squishy bits, which are all right here. There is now an opening for them to run out right here because my Chaos Knights and a lot of my army is now devoted to try and take out the Royal Alto Cryphites, who are dealing a massive amount of damage to our Chaos Knights, but we are in turn taking them out as well, which is a totally good trade for me. I'm cool with that. We're also casting another debuff here from Sartorial, Transmutation of Lead, lowering their melee attack and weapon damage of all units here, including the Great Swords who are in combat with our Chaos Marauders. I'm trying to make sure that Sartorial is always on the move, getting into units, trying to apply their fear and terror to all units around him. I think my next target is going to be the Demigryph Knights, and then I'm going to plunge him into this kind of section of troops. You can see Wind's Death going down there, hitting one unit, which isn't the best, but that's okay. And right now, the Marauder Horse Masters are now going to take out the Tatter Souls because they are a very annoying unit that can keep a lot of my units pinned down for a long time, and they have no real defense against range fire, so I'm just going to try and focus now real quick, because you can see that we have the Demigryph Knights already taken care of. I'm going to chase them off the field with our Chaos Knights so they do not come back. My other Chaos Knight disengaged is now doing some damage to these handgunners, and now our Chaos Marauders and Warriors are coming into this group who's being feared by Sartorial, who was in this pocket of resistance, getting hit by these Iron Drakes, but it's not really doing that much damage. And my army is just all over the place. My ally took a heavy beating in the beginning. They still have 2 White Kings. I think they have Vlad. Is Vlad still on the field? Yeah, Vlad is still on the field, barely hanging on, and they still have a couple Graveguard back here in the Black Coach, so they are still doing some work over here. Focusing down again, the Tatter Souls, my Spartan Champions, are assisting in their destruction. We've now escorted the Demigryph Knights off the field, so we're going to be pulling this guy back, and I think he's going to take out the handgunners as we chase this entire group of riding forces with my very almost depleted Chaos Knights. Meanwhile, Black Coach doing some work against the General of the Empire. Sartorial right now is going to be tanking the Great Swords and Sigmar's Sons, but that's okay because he's backed up by his Chaos Warriors. Grum Brundle's going to be coming in here and trying to take out Sartorial, which is fine, I guess. I think this is another Transportation of Lead being dropped. Yeah. But honestly, at this point, most of the forces that were fighting us in melee are routing anyway, so it doesn't really matter, so we're just going to kind of chase them. And now I'm going to use my Marauder Horse Masters as a light cav to harass these routing units and try to make sure they do not come back. So we're going to get into these Great Swords. One's going to pull off here and try and deal with both of these swordsmen. Our Chaos Knights are going to come back here and help Big Bird against what's left of the Dwarf army. Some of them are now up here that have come back from routing, and they're going to actually form another offensive against us there. You can see we're dealing with the PK Guard once again with our Chaos Knights, making sure they do not come back from routing. Right there, the General of the Empire is dead. I did cast an upgraded Hex on him as soon as he entered combat with Vlad and these 2 White Kings, and those 3 just destroyed him. He went from like full health to nothing because his armor was down to like 40 or some shit. So that's a lot of... That is no armor when you're fighting Vlad and 2 White Kings. So he got sniped pretty quickly. Grombrindle, though, is doing a lot of damage to Sartorial, so I'm like, nope, we're going to just disengage and throw our Chaos Warriors in here. Meanwhile, we're still back here terrorizing the routing units with our Light Cav and even our Chaos Knights, doing what we can to make sure they do not come back and rout for good. You can see we're starting to break them for good. Shattering right there, those flags popping up. So now we're going to put our Light Cav back into the fight. I think they actually go and I sent them off to take out these Thunderers that came back from rallying. Or from routing, not rallying. Meanwhile, our Chaos Knight's dealing with the Scolder Guard, what remains of them in this pocket of resistance there. Black Coach is rerouting these units over there. And now Sartorial and some of my Chaos Warriors are going to mount another offensive against what remains of the Dwarf Warrior. They're going to be charging down here very soon. Meanwhile, I'm having other warriors surround Grombrindle with the Plague of Rust on him and trying to bring him down that way. And so here we go. Chaos Knight's going in there. Sartorial's going to go in there. Bright Wizard came back and is going to try and snipe Vlad. And that does okay damage, but he didn't get hit by the Fireball's explosion there. So here we go, we're going to charge in. We're casting another transmutation of lead, maybe? Maybe not. I just cast standard die. And then there we go. The enemy army is going to rout. I love Big Bird, man. He is so mobile, it's hard to pin him down. He has such really good resistances. He is unbreakable. His lore doesn't totally suck anymore. He does decent damage. Like, he is so cool. He looks awesome, too. He just looks really cool. So yeah, good game to everybody in the match, and I gotta say, listen, I don't talk up about how I did that much, but holy damn. Even the Chaos Marauders almost get 100 kills each. Sartorial, 79 kills. My Chaos Warrior line just destroyed anything they touched. The Chaos Knights netting 150 kills, 100 here. My Marauder Horse Masters also almost netting 100 kills. Like, damn, that is... Damn, that's just simply damn. For Dark Legend Daru here, the White Kings did really well. Vlad did pretty good. The Graveguard one did pretty good. But the thing is, they were sent to combat before I was in position, so they kind of got sniped by both armies, so they didn't really get much of a chance to do too much. Graveguard still did a lot, and the Black Coach was alive and terrorizing throughout the entire battle, which is really good. For Code Destination, the Swordsmen, besides the Sigmar Sons, they just melted. Greatsword's getting 153 kills is pretty good. That's really good, actually. The handgunners, we applied so much pressure to them, so we shut them down. We shut down the Hammer of the Witches. The Demigryph Knights managed to kill some Chaos Knights, but then they just got destroyed and routed off the field. And then we also managed to shut down the Goblobber, but they did get 73 kills before we got to them. The Scolder Guard and the Iron Drakes, they are hard units to use. And to bring 2 Iron Drakes into one battle is a risk. I can see maybe why you'd want to do that, because the Scolder Guard are really good against Chaos Warriors and just heavy armor in general. And then the Iron Drakes can do bonus damage versus the Vampire Counts regenerating units, because they do, you know, the fire damage. Do they both do fire damage? Does the Scolder Guard do fire? Maybe they do fire damage. I can't remember. So in theory, these 2 units are really good picks against our armies. It's just it's hard to use them. Because they just need a clear line of fire. They can't really hide behind their own allies that much. They're just a hard unit to use. The Dwarf Warriors, for the most part, they were upgraded too. They did some damage against, I think, the Vampire Counts, but then my Chaos Warriors with Great Weapons just destroyed them, because that's what Chaos Warriors with Great Weapons do. Grombrindle, those 66 kills is pretty good. The Peak Gate Guard still got 69 kills, even though I was focusing them down in the very beginning, and we shut down the Thunders before they can really do anything as well. The flanking maneuver of the Chaos Marauders coming down the hill, the Chaos Knights on their left side just circling and just pinning them into the center, Sartorial just not giving a care about anything in the world and just running wherever he wants to, because that's what he does. It proved really hard for my enemies to deal with that and keep all their squishy units safe from them. But again, good game to everybody involved. Hope you enjoyed that battle, and let's watch the cinematic view. This poor Banshee. Woo. Dang, Grombrindle. Wanted it. I didn't notice that. Oh, man. man, you do not want to see this thing coming out of the woods. And then the Thunderers go running into the forest, and then Chaos Warriors just come out to meet them.
The Dark Gods command me! Run! Running! Very well! Okay, on!
Ooh. Nice shot there.
Charge! Move fast! Kill me, blood! Now is our time! Move fast! Running! The Dark Gods command me! The gods demanded! Move fast! Seize the Bannerland! Move fast! Running! I will see to it! Love them! Bitches will running! Deliver slaughter! Move fast! The eye opens! Yes! Charge them! Time to destroy the gates! Come! Running! The world will scream with force! Move fast! Running! No! Throw out axes! Yes!
My God, just look at that disruption.
For chaos! Ready! Siege! Run! Get them! Seize the blood! Running! For the monsters! The gods have abandoned us! For the Black God! Move fast! Move fast! Kill them all! Very well! There goes Glory!
There goes that Hex. So you can see how full health this dude is before that Hex. Man, he starts dropping pretty quick. Also, he's terrified by the Black Coach, which probably didn't help him out at all.
Bring us to carnage! No! Running! Kill them all! Kill me! Time to destroy! Close combat! Is that all you've got? Move off! Running! Move fast! It's our time! It's all magic! We want to obliterate! Move fast! Such unholy resilience! Ready! Time to despoil! Fix his will! Time to despoil!
Leaving Grombrindle a little gift as we leave this fight.
Hand it on! Shut them! Obliterate! Move fast! Running! Ruinous powers! Running! Master! For the Blood Guard! Running! The master!
And then the last charge of the dwarves.
Move fast!
Ulrich's teeth! Retreat!
Move fast!
And that's it. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next episode. Take care.